Okay, everybody. Hey, this is the Fat Yankee here. Okay, so listen, we are going to put together a couple of recipes for you today. We have we're going to do an original recipe that is great for beef jerky, and then with that same recipe, we're going to add one more ingredient, and that's going to be great just for either grilling or just pan frying on the stove. Okay, friends. So listen, I always start off with my my Black Angus top round here. Okay, so this is the best cut for beef jerky. You'll see it's very lean and it's cut in nice thick strips here. Okay, so this is the best cut for beef jerky. A lot of folks use bottom round. I'm not a fan just because of the fact that it has a lot more gristle and there's a lot more waste. Okay, so but you can use you know, whatever cut you like, but primarily top round is the best. You want to use the leanest cut because what happens is that fat after a while turns into bacteria and your beef jerky will go bad really quick. Okay, so I'm going to address that issue today, show you how to make your beef jerky stay a little bit longer, and you know, I'll explain to you some of the ways that we make beef jerky here at Fat Yankee Jerky, and we will show you how to make jerky in a safe, proper manner. But the most important thing right now I want to get into is this delicious original beef jerky recipe that we're going to share with you today. Okay, guys, so this recipe here is for kind of like the person who just likes a regular steak flavor, but with some nice seasonings in it. And I'm telling you, we're gonna add an ingredient that's you're gonna be able to actually just pan fry this and eat it right on the plate with some, you know, some nice vegetables and a starch. Okay, guys. So here we go. This is some of our ingredients we're gonna use today for this particular recipe. We're gonna be adding some brown sugar. We're gonna be adding some allspice, some black pepper, some garlic. And one of the secrets to our recipes is Gravy Master. Okay, guys, this gives all your steak flavor a nice pan-fried old cast iron skillet type flavor. Okay, so we're gonna add some of that today, and you're gonna find that your jerky is gonna be fantastic. So listen, let's get started, my friends. So I'm gonna get started adding these delicious ingredients. You guys have seen my other videos. You know I don't like to take a lot of time, what I like to say, BSing about nonsense, and I'd really like to get into making the jerky here. So what I've done here is I've separated. I got about 2.5 pounds of top round here, and I got another 2.5 pounds over here. We're gonna make two recipes today. It'll be on two different videos, guys, but this one will be called an original beef jerky, you know, type recipe. So an original flavor, more to say. So this is not one of the products that we put out for sale at Fat Yankee Jerky, but I am constantly creating new recipes. I keep them, and just like our Bayou Cajun, I've had that recipe for over a year and just launched it a month ago, and it's probably one of the best-selling jerkies we got now out of our 7 flavors. So let's get started, my friends. Okay, so one of the ingredients that we are going to use in this video is going to be allspice. Okay, so we want to add our allspice. Into this we're going to add about a half a tablespoon of allspice. Okay, and then so that's about a half a tablespoon of allspice we're going to use. Okay, then we're going to use about a tablespoon of garlic. Okay, so this is granulated garlic, and you just want to spread that around. Again, so this is an original type flavor. So we are using just some really basic ingredients here, not getting too fancy. So we've got our garlic and our allspice added, and now I always put black pepper on my steaks, so that is a must. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add about a tablespoon of black pepper here. Oops, that was my teaspoon. Let me grab my tablespoon here. So there we go. We're just going to spread that around gingerly. Okay, guys, so we got those 3 ingredients in, and we're going to mix this up in a little bit here, but we're going to show you some different things to add. Now this is going to be a little bit different and out of the box, something that a lot of people don't cook with, but it gives tremendous flavor, is ground ginger. Okay, so we're going to use this ground ginger. We're going to throw some ground ginger in here. It's going to bring out that nice strong meat flavor. Okay, so we're going to use just a fourth of a teaspoon of this, okay? Because this is very strong, this stuff. Okay, so we use a fourth of a teaspoon of ginger, and then we've got our black pepper in here, and then we're going to add a little bit of sweetness to this. So we're going to add some brown sugar. Okay, so I'm just going to add about a half a cup of brown sugar, guys, and I'm going to spread that around. All right, nice and simple like that. Now we've got that in there. Everything is in there. All the ingredients are in the tub here. Now we need something to cure our beef jerky, okay? So we don't want to use any nitrates or any MSG. We never use any of that stuff in our beef jerky. But what we're going to do is cure this with soy sauce, okay? So we're going to add to this 1 full cup of soy sauce, okay? So we're going to add 1/4 cup of soy sauce to this. All right, guys, so we are going to add that soy sauce, and I misspoke. I actually said 1/4 cup. We're going to add 1 full cup of soy sauce to this, okay? So we want to make sure that this soy sauce cures this beef, and make sure that this beef sits for about a good 48 hours, okay? So it's real important. A lot of folks, this is what it looks like. A lot of folks want to let this stuff sit for less than 24 hours. The most important thing you can do is let your beef jerky marinate in the ingredients for a good 48 hours, okay? Hand toss it after 24 and get all that nice flavor inside this beef jerky. Now, I mentioned to you guys that we can grill this as well, okay, after it's marinated. And what we want to do is, if we're going to grill this, we're going to add just about a half a cup of light olive oil to this recipe, okay? But we don't want that, not with our beef jerky. We don't want to have that oily film on it. If we were going to pan fry this, we can add a half a cup of this extra light olive oil, and that'll give it a nice flavor, nice olive oil flavor, okay? So the last ingredient that I was speaking of earlier is our gravy master, okay? So you want to use this lightly, because this usually mixed with water, and we're going to use about a tablespoon of that, and we're just going to push that in there and let that set up with our soy sauce, okay? So that's going to give your steak a nice milky flavor, okay? And it's going to taste like it just came out of an old cast iron skillet. So this is going to give it a lot of flavor. And when we're done with that, what we're going to do is we are going to put our gloves on here. Let me get some gloves. And we're going to take this jerky and we're going to toss this around and get this good and marinated, okay? So I'm going to show you guys also what we do after it's marinated, okay? So we got all that there. We're just going to mix this around like this. See, it has nice flavor. Oh, this is delicious. This is one of my favorite flavors. This is original, especially that ginger comes through, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss that around, and then about 24 hours, I'm going to come and I'm going to hand toss this again, guys, okay? So now this is nice. My next recipe that I'm going to do is one that you got to look out for too, is my honey sriracha. It is delicious, okay? Friends, so there we go. Alright, there we go. So we got our beef jerky here, all set, ready to roll, ready to sit in the refrigerator for a good 24 hours. Take a nice look at that, right? Nice, so this will sit in that soy sauce. I'll cook that in a couple of days, and we'll put it on the dehydrator. I'm going to show you how to line it up on the racks. I don't have any racks here right now, but I've got some racks from Wayfair that I'm going to show you guys that are real instrumental on being nice and neat and clean when you're cooking beef jerky, you know, in your oven and in your dehydrators, okay, guys? So we're going to let this sit. Look for part 2 of my videos, and it shows you how to cook the beef jerky, how to cook it to a safe temperature in accordance with the Florida Department of Agriculture, guys. So I hope you got the ingredients down pat, and I'll just go over them for you one more time. We got a full cup of soy sauce, guys. Half a cup of brown sugar. A tablespoon of allspice. And a quarter of a tablespoon of ginger. And a tablespoon of black pepper. And a tablespoon of garlic powder, guys. So I hope you got those ingredients. This will make, again, some great beef jerky. Enjoy, and again, look for my recipe on honey sriracha. It's absolutely fantastic if you like a little sweet and spicy. Okay, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.